Anyway, that's how I stole my medical license.
Nice.
Fascinating.
Oh, wow. I'm going to go do that as well.
It's only a 3-step program to do so.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Blades in the Dark. Episode 2 of Season 2. We are in the second month, so that's 3 2s. We done it, boys.
We did it.
Hey,
End the show. We're done.
insert Curb Your Enthusiasm theme here.
We couldn't afford an actual airborne, so I had to do the sound effect.
Yeah, we get VOD muted if we do that.
Where last we left off? There was talk of drugs. There was talk of rescuing damsels from the clutches of their father. There was talk of rituals and cultists and all this other culty, weird, Blades in the Dark stuff. Mako.
Dar.
Okay, we'll go with that. What are you doing?
I am going to get us some drugs.
Yeah, so for clarification's sake, we are in downtime right now, so all of you have 2 downtime actions. And in addition, of course, with any special abilities potentially being in addition to that.
Yes. So, I am going to get drugs. Specifically, I wanted to get hallucinogenic drugs so that when we bring people back to our lair, our den, we can pump that shit through the vents and then start, making very spirited suggestions at them.
Your place is vents?
Cracks in the walls, whatever. We're just trying to get these people very suggestible when they come into our cult building.
So we have a train car, right? It has grates underneath it. We put the drugs underneath the train car, light it, and then the fumes go up into it.
Yeah. Listen, the details we can work out. But yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. How are you going about acquiring these drugs? Where are you going?
As always, in times of great need, I go to the one place where I know I can, without a doubt, find some drugs and someone who is willing to sell them to me. This place, it is always reliable. Anytime I've had to do something in the past, I've been able to go there, and they would always provide. I'm definitely not stalling time for me to load the game.
I thought you were doing a bit. Okay.
No, I'm definitely absolutely stalling time for me to finish loading the game so I can look at my character sheet and give you a name. But in the past, when I've needed things of the illicit nature, the place where I always think of to go to is the cops. And so I, of course, pay a visit to my good friend Jaren, a blue coat archivist, because I know that the stuff that you get on the streets that you can just find looking around, I don't like. That's okay stuff, but I don't have the connections. I have connections, but I don't have connections in those rings of life, and so I can't get the premium stuff from the source. But I know that those bluecoats, when they raid an institution of the illicit kind, they tend to skim a little off the top and keep it tucked away. So I'm going to my good buddy pal Jaren to do a completely innocent business transaction and buy some drugs.
Okay.
As we've established before, Jaren kind of he doesn't give a shit about being a blue coat. I think because we had the scene where I was like, "Hey, can go like mess up some archives, right? And he's like an archivist, and he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. Just because like we're pals. He gets paid either way. So yeah.
Yeah. I think this time around, Jaren, he's an archivist, correct?
Yes.
I think this time around you managed to meet him on the streets. One of the few moments in which he is actually out and about. Maybe he's not on duty right at the moment, but he's still in uniform. Maybe he's headed home or headed to work.
Mm-hmm.
How do you approach him? What do you say?
I try to come up from behind him. Also, first off, do you want me to make the acquire an asset roll before we get into the role play so that we kind of know what the vibe getting into this is going to be?
I'm sorry, repeat that?
Do you want me to go ahead and make the acquire asset roll?
That's a good idea. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Okay, and it's just I roll a 1d6, right? Or
Roll
2d6.
based on tier, yes.
On my what?
Roll based on crew tier.
Which for us is a 1d6.
Yes.
Which is a 2d6 because of my connections.
No.
It's 4. Wait, is that not how that works? Oh,
What?
I'm sorry. It's a +1. Well, okay, the first number is a 4 anyways.
Yeah,
So.
no, I don't know about that. You might need to reroll that.
Well, I get
No,
+1 result level.
Yeah. So
We know which dice was rolled first. I'm just saying.
No, that's 100% acceptable. Ironically, the 2 dice you roll add up to what you get as your +1 result level.
Nice.
Fate finds a way. Yeah. So how do you approach? How do you approach this? Level 6 level in the result. Let me.
Well, with money, a jingle jangling in my pocket, and an alcoholic beverage in my hand, I see Jaren kind of walking down the street, and I kind of just I come up behind him and then just like wrap an arm around his shoulders, and I go, "Well, if it ain't my good old buddy Jaren, how you doing, lad?"
He, does he refer to you as Mako or by your alias?
Mako works fine.
Mr. Mako. I was not expecting to see you this evening. What brings you here tonight?
Oh, you know the usual. Old Jaren, buddy. Pal. What the usual that brings me to come pay a visit to your old ugly mug, which means I have a bit of a business proposition. Yeah. But it's unwise to be discussing these kind of terms out in broad daylight. It's a little non-discreet. So how about you and I take a visit to a little old drinkery, a little pub I know down the street, and we can have ourselves a little bit of nightly enjoyment.
He snaps open a pocket watch, looking at it before closing it. I have an hour. We can talk.
I only need 20 minutes.
He nods and follows you. What do you take him?
Okay. I take him to the nearest seediest bar. That like has like where like And if you want to fill this in, like where the booths are just like pretty, like you have to like actually be like, if somebody's looking at you in a booth, like like they're pretty tucked away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha. He sits down, and you sit across from him, I presume.
Yep. And I go, so. And then I set my drink that I was holding on the table and slide it over to him. And I say, yeah, you don't want to drink the shit they serve here, buddy. They water it down.
I'm familiar enough, he says, taking you a drink and having a chug of it.
All right, so.
No. What?
Does Darren have a family? Can I make a...
He's a widower, but he does have...
Does he have kids?
He does, yes. They're adults.
They're adults? So as mid-chug, as he's chugging it, I just want to be like, so how are the kids doing, Jaren?
Still haven't seen them since... What is it you want now, Mako? You don't bring up my kids unless...
I just wanted a friendly chat. I don't know if I appreciate you. I don't know if I appreciate you assigning a motive to me wanting to sit and catch up with a good friend of mine.
He snaps the watch open. 18 minutes.
It took us 40 minutes to get in here?
You said it would only take 20.
Oh shit. I did. On the surface I'm unfazed by the 18 minutes thing. Well, Jared. No, in fact, when he does the 18 minutes thing, I'm just gonna say, counting down the seconds. I enjoy the pressure. Work better under a deadline. Anyways, Jaren, what? How much access do they give an old shit like you over down at the precinct? Is it a precinct?
Well, we call it a precinct.
Yeah, down at the precinct. I'd imagine being an archivist would give you an all-access pass, as otherwise you'd have a really hard time archiving things.
They have me doing the paperwork.
I interrupt him mid-sentence.
Okay.
And listen, we both know that in the regular course of your duties for the precinct and the city, that you don't always take the most accurate notes on certain inventories that get brought in, for the boys.
What is it you want me to lose, Mako?
What's... shit, I don't know what the actual name of a drug would be.
No, you don't have to go. You don't have to give the actual name of a drug if you don't have one. You just kind of approach you want some drugs.
Give me the spice. No, because I don't want to be like, yeah, give me some drugs. Then he's like, here's some crack, and I'm like, no, I want like aerial LSD.
You're going to get tier 2 drugs, no matter what.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, that'll just be offered up.
Listen, I just need a little hallucinogenic pick-me-up. Me and my mates are having a little get-together back at home, and it would really help liven up the party. Of course, I am not a cruel host. Of course, you are invited for your part in helping to procure the party favors. Bring the kids along. I'm sure they'd enjoy it.
I'll pass.
Ah,
I can get you something out of it.
all right.
He
And of
takes
course,
out.
yeah.
So, no, go on.
Nope. Go ahead.
He takes out a pen, takes one of the napkins off them, and starts scribbling some information down on it. It's a small drug, a step above Lotus in terms of quality, I'm told. They call it third eye on the street. It's a whisper drug, so they say. One of those that messes with your perception. Supposedly, it's a more potent blend of spark, according to the boys in forensics.
You are speaking my language, Jared. So, I know I know what it takes to make a deal. So, what is it I can do for you? And I point both of my fingers at him like the sleaziest car salesman possible.
He thinks about it for a moment.
No, Jared, don't think about it. Just be like, oh, give me $10.
Yes.
Dementia's kicking in.
There's a squad of coats
Mm-hmm.
down on 73rd Avenue, just on the border of Crow's Foot and Charter Hall. They've been far too soft on the recessions in the area. I want you to spook them a little, remind them they have a job to be doing.
The coats or the sashes?
The coats.
Well, Jared, old buddy, you know I haven't done you dirty yet.
Not yet. Yet being the operative word.
I'll just shrug at that. I don't like his tone, but it's okay. We're in business. We're business partners. So is that like okay? So we're gonna go and beat. Well, we can scare the shit out of some blue coats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I only have myself. We don't have any crew anymore, so that's gonna be a bit awkward. But we'll figure it
He
out.
flips his watch open. You still have 13 minutes if you had anything else to say.
I don't know. Like trying to think what else, what other business I need to do here, and I'm like,
12.
God damn it, Jaren, you old shit. All right. I'm sure you have a tight schedule here to keep what with, that massive stick up your ass. But I'll let you to it. And as a token of my eternal gratitude and goodwill, I'll let you keep the drink. And then I'm gonna get up from the thing to leave.
He looks at the drink, picks it up, shakes it around, seeing which is in it, puts it in his coat.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
Bought him something nicer.
He gets the lowest tier of shit. Yeah, I guess that does it for Jaren, I guess.
Yeah, let me have a look at my clock, so make sure nothing affects
Jesus.
him. We're good.
You good?
Sorry, I'm looking at my phone. I can't say it's too horrible.
enough.
Jesus.
Fair enough. So, how about then, Mr. Rayford? You tell us what you're.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I should probably do this before it's too late. I'm trying to find Harker.
Ah, not a bad thought. Yes.
That clock has to be added back soon enough. I know that for sure.
It is in the process.
But yeah, I'm hunting down Harker wherever he may be.
I think you're able to find him fairly quickly. At the moment, he's hanging out in the underside of Char Hollow.
Darhala. Where's that at?
It is just south of Crowsfoot.
Ah, Scotland territory.
Yes. You find him huddled up under a bridge. You hear a click as you approach. Hold up. Who are you now?
A friend. Who are you?
He looks up at you and tries to peer past the darkness of the night. There's no light around the area. Ah, Rayford then. Sorry, didn't recognize your voice at first.
What are you doing under this bridge? It's not your usual establishment.
No, it's not. Buying a little time, though. The trip back to the hook is, well, it's rapidly approaching. I'd much rather stay out a little while longer. Make sure I can get everything I need before I go back in.
That's unfortunate. What did you do this time?
No, let's just say there's a blue coat out there with 2 missing fingers now.
That doesn't narrow it down very far, but alright.
Well, 2 more compared to last time. He chuckles at that and motions you over to sit next to him. There's a overturned bucket he's using as a chair.
Perfect. I was thinking of a shitty wooden crate. That was even better. I sit down. I kind of look over at him. Before the inevitable return to your home, I should say, I need one bit of advice or lead of sorts.
I can provide. As the father does.
I need someone who can track down runaways for me.
Sprout froze at that a little bit. Runaways.
Yes. I have a few men who decided not to embrace the father's wisdom, and I think they need a second chance.
He sits back, leaning up against the wall. Runaways now. You'll want a tracker for that, most likely. Bounty hunter, perhaps?
Probably best. They probably won't come willingly.
Probably indeed. He scratches his chin for a moment. I know a hunter. Name of Castor. She hangs out a few various unsavory types. Knows assassins, spies, that sort of folk.
Interesting.
And then again, if you're looking for someone a little more violent, then perhaps Carlos might be more your speed.
This is very intriguing. It would be very nice to have someone intimidating around to make sure they don't run off. I don't want to hear any more complaints about the gifts I give them. And with that, I just do what's that ability called again?
I
Or
don't know.
like share thoughts together.
Oh, Bound in Darkness.
Yeah, I do Bound in Darkness, and it's like I'm referring to you, just to freak them two out.
The echo of panic over the shared link.
Yes. Fuck, I haven't forgotten. It's been what, a month?
Something to that effect, yes.
But yes, I look over. So I have two names. I get my character sheet open so I can write them down in my notes. What was the first one name again?
The first one was Castor.
And the second?
Carlos. Karlos.
AAR. Alright. I like nod and be like, "Thank you. This information will be very good for the Harrowed Council and the Father. Now, is there anything I can do for you to help you bide more time?"
Nah, not right now, I think. Best I can do is simply lay a bit low. So, if you have any information that might carry some value, that would be very most appreciative for it.
Where is it? You know of a bar named Sailor's Rest?
The one owned by Clyra, right? That's her name?
Yes, I'm in good favor with her. Ask her for some information with my name involved.
I'll swing by there then. I know there's been a few incidents there. A few types of walking through there. Might be worth it. Might be something on the bill hooks. They're always lurking around that part of town.
Yes, and they're not very happy at the moment with the results of what happened.
You heard about that as well, then.
Yes, I need to prepare for that as well.
You should. It's gonna get bloody if the bill hooks they have any inclination to try and remake their losses.
I think what else I need to ask him before he gets taken away. No, I already have that. Alright, yeah, it's all the information I need from him. Wait, probably an important one. Where would I find these two associates you referred to?
Finally asked the question then. Casta. Casta's somewhere here in Scotland by blood. She's close with her people. Carlos, night market. Somewhere on the 3rd level, I think. Hangs out by on the boardwalk, from what I remember hearing.
Thank goodness.
I'd keep an eye out on him, though. He's a shady one.
I think it'd be best to get Casta first, then if I feel more confident in recruit him. Need someone stable for this job.
Whatever you think would serve you best.
I appreciate what you've done to help us grow even faster.
He nods. The father wishes it, and so I shall aid you as I can.
I do our little gesture to each other, and then I head on off.
He responds in kind.
Something the hands, the head, or something like that.
Yeah, I don't recall if we ever established anything.
Did something. I was like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, but something.
Yes.
Something.
Is it still on me, or we're moving on to the next person?
Anything else you need done?
I was gonna head to find Casta, and for my calculating, I was just gonna investigate a library, just to hang around, check the security. Those are my 2 downtime actions I want to do.
Wait, go where to wait for security?
Check. Those are my 2. To check a library.
Ah,
A ritual.
yeah. All right. Give me a study roll for that then.
A study roll. I am a smart man. I believe. I hope. Position and effect.
Oh,
Hmm.
8. Sorry, no, I'm sorry.
No, we had dice that go there.
My brain skipped through something else there while I was thinking. I'm just gonna call it a fortune roll.
Fortune roll.
Yes.
E.
That'd be 2 ticks. So then, not bad, not bad. So, I want you to start at 8 o'clock for studying this ritual. The ritual name again is. Remind myself.
Something.
The ritual of the tome.
Oh. Yes, I need to find the book. The new King James Bible of other commentaries. So
Was that all?
Find, also the Casta thing. I was gonna try to find her.
Right. Well, let's hop back to that one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
A little bit. Catch y'all, or Songbird and or Viper. Who would like to take the next shot?
I will. So last season, Songbird with the obstacle of Viper made Savoy her new vice purveyor. Sir Savoy.
Yeah.
And I have an empty clock here that says make Savoy a contact. I don't suppose you remember what the terms of, if there was something special about how that was going to work, or if it's just literally I just do it like a normal long-term project.
I think it's a normal long-term project. The addition of perhaps every time you get jiggy with them. That would also fill in one tick on that. I hear exhaling.
Yeah, that's someone else. All right, so we will move that forward then. Not with Indulgent Vice, because there's no reason to at the moment. But
Not the moment.
we will, since it's kind of like trying to befriend him or trying to make the friendship deeper. And part of, I believe, the whole shtick with the relationship was that he is a lonely guy. He has a lot of nice things, but he doesn't have a woman or a family or anything he needs to support or care or care about or motivate him. Like he was presumably self-motivated by greed for a bit, and now he's in the middle level of the upper class or something, or he's like a lower noble or something.
Savoy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something to that effect.
So
the Savoy family operates part of the Electro Rails. They own the Savoy quarter of Gallop Station. So they operate along the Electro Rails, I should say.
Right. But he has that, but he doesn't have any of the stuff outside of work. He was just a workaholic, or he was whatever. So I guess her approach of probably like getting some befriending to work on this clock is probably like maybe she got like the word on another noble-ish little gathering somewhere in Brightstone, and like a big party, like not a big gala like what Klein did, like, because that's that was still a couple months ago, but it's a gathering, it's a house party, a little bit more simple and kind of humble. So she gets the word on that, and she's gonna bring him along and kind of help him socialize and kind of be his the trophy around his arms and stuff. And
all right.
So I imagine it's a thing where it's like we come into his Savoy's place, and it's probably like early morning, which is a relative term for Blades in the Dark, but it's early in the workday.
Moon is right.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
So he's done most of his rest and whatnot, but he's like woken by the smell of like frying mushrooms and hash browns and a bit of like toast and stuff. The smell just kind of wafts upstairs, pulls him from the rest of his sleeping in for the day. And when you can describe how he reacts, but when he gets down to the kitchen, he sees Songbird there in a maid outfit making breakfast.
He blinks slowly. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Oh, did the smell of all this great food I'm cooking wake you up? I do hope so. There's a seat over there for you.
It did. It did. He takes the seat. How did you get in here?
Well, how didn't I get in here? You left the windows unlocked.
I did?
Oh, yes. A bit reckless. You really gotta be careful that you don't know what type of dangers could get in there. But you're lucky it was just me. I wouldn't do anything to hurt you. We're good friends now.
Got to a smashed window.
Yes, I suppose that we are.
How was your sleep? Any good dreams?
Uneventful. Was uneventful. How have you been?
Oh, I've been trying to keep busy. I'm sorry I haven't visited very much. What a terrible friend I am to not be there when you need me. But I found some free time, and I have most of the day. In fact, I thought we could spend it together. She sets the plate down of the breakfast she has made and hands him a handkerchief.
I do have a considerable amount of work that needs to be done.
Oh, no you don't. Come on now. There's nothing more. You've worked so much. You work yourself to the bone. Surely you have time for some leisure. Some fun, even. And she, rubs up against him a little bit.
Well, yes, I suppose I do.
You know, I heard there's, I don't know if you remember, but there was a certain, one of the ladies at the Klein party, she's hosting a bit of an well, not outing, but inning in her estate while her husband is away on business to Ruvia. And I thought we could go and hang around there. They got some finer foods and interesting people that surely would be neat to talk with. And I mean, it gets you out and about and gets you a little less occupied with all this rail stuff. I'm sure that must be really taxing trying to figure out how to make a monorail work for in the city.
It's most. Yes, it can be from time to time. My father handles the affairs along the continental rails, but the internal workings of the city have been rested upon my shoulders.
Oh, and this city is there's always something going on in the city. It must be very difficult to figure out how you're going to do things, especially as, bad things keep happening. And she puts her hands on his shoulders and starts massaging him. Oh dear. You're so knotted up here.
It has been some time.
Oh, I'm sure. Delays after delays and no less. I mean, it's absolutely wreaking havoc on you. You're so stressed out. This won't do. You need a day off.
Perhaps you are correct.
Oh, good. I like being right. Well, today you can call me your day off.
Yes. Yes, what? Well, I shall.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're gathering in, still 5 or 6 hours or so. No rush. But if you want, we can take a walk to the park. I haven't really been there. Brightstone's a very, eccentric place.
He doesn't really have a response to that one.
Do you know much about the park? Have you taken anybody there before?
I can't say that I have. The memorial, however, is absolutely stunning. An excellent.
Have you done anything naughty in the park before?
Using what the fuck?
No, I can't say that I have.
Just seems a little confused. Why not? Those are sometimes the best places for that type of thing.
It's rather public.
Yes, but it's exhilarating.
Give me a sway roll here.
Jesus.
Make it a fortune roll. I'm not going to punish you.
Cheese and
I'm not
cripes.
gonna... There's no real. Yeah, make it a.
Alright. Great effect because this is her empowerment. She's very charismatic.
Apparently,
As Songbird.
yeah, she has a lovely pair of charismas. That's the greatest line I've said in a while.
Yeah. Oh wow. Oh, well, so much for that.
Good
Good thing it's a fortune roll.
Ouch.
I'll
2 on
have-
great effect. The charismas.
I will have to give it some thought. I'm afraid.
Okay, well, that's fine. Think about it. I'm sure we can come up with some way to make it extra interesting. And then she goes back to, do her play after massaging his shoulders for a bit and get some food and sits down next to him. It's such a big house. I'm surprised you don't have anybody else here.
There is a small wait staff.
But I mean, important people, not just the servants. Like, you have this big house with, 6 rooms, 6 bedrooms, a bunch of bathrooms, whatever's down in the basement. And it's just you.
He pauses, then nods slowly at that.
Well,
Doesn't,
oh, go ahead.
no, I was just say he doesn't say anything more there. Not to
Oh.
that.
She puts her hand on his from it's okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up the bad feelings. I just find it really strange, that's all. But it is a nice house. I mean, it's very well decorated. You got all your achievements and prizes everywhere, portraits and other strange gizmos and gadgets. You're very well established. It's something to be proud of.
Yes, it is. I think that walk in the park might be worth having sooner rather than later.
Oh, okay. Just take a bite of some grilled mushroom. Just to walk?
Why?
Perhaps.
Well, sounds good. I mean, eat up first. I mean, I don't know if go and buy all the stuff around here. You eat well, but not often. So make sure you have a good breakfast.
He hasn't touched anything you cooked for him yet. But he takes his fork and starts to chew on the meal. This...
It's poison, gotcha, bitch.
I I mean, let's see. Well, we'll roll a tinker for her and see what the food was like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it.
Hey, she's an average cooker. She's a 4.
He nods, which is not bad. It reminds me of a thing the chef cooked last week, a Dagger Isles dish, I believe it was.
Rat with skunk meat.
I really like to cook, but not really so much for me. More for others. It's much more fun when others get to enjoy it.
I'd never stopped to consider that.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to be happy with things I cook. But when I serve it to others and they enjoy it, at least I know I did something good. Usually when I'm by myself, I just eat something from the can or whatever. I mean, whatever.
From the can.
Yeah, like the beans.
Beans?
Damn, she's eating well.
But out of the can. And yeah, that's kind of eating well for those four.
Well, I mean, as opposed to eating like rats, I suppose. Yeah.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
But yeah, she just looks at him unfazed. Oh yes. I said I don't really treat myself or get nice things.
He doesn't understand what the concept of a can is.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't understand the concept of eating beans out of the can.
Well, I mean, the can is like your own bowl. That way you don't dirty something else.
It is peculiar.
No.
Damn, bitch, you live like this?
Damn, bitch, you live like this?
I've never heard. Well, I've never seen or had someone talk to me about such a thing, and at least not in such a way. It's
Did I make you uncomfortable?
no, no. It's I just don't know. I do not know how to. It is a strange thing for me to not have a meal prepared in even the most base of fashion. To eat it as it is, out of the can.
Oh, I suppose that's true. I don't know. I have to do what I have to do sometimes. I don't always get the luxury of a chef. Unless one of my companions is in a bad mood and feels like chopping a lot, then sometimes we get kind of a meal. But it's tricky. It's not always something you can rely on, you know.
Yes, I suppose not.
Well, eat up. We'll go for a walk. You can show me the park.
Yes, he has another bite. And yeah.
Alright, so let's work on the roll for the clock then, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead and give it a consort. Definitely consort, I think will make the
Damn,
most
is
sense.
it that time of day already?
What time of day?
Clock time.
It's clock time.
You're a clock time.
You were given a clock.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so 2 ticks then.
Time flies
Two?
when you're having fun, man.
Yeah.
Should be one.
Still charismatic.
Ah. Gotcha. Is that an actual ability?
And that.
Yeah, let's have a look here.
What, mate? Read the rules, mate.
For the audience listening in, Zal is playing a playbook called the Helix at the moment. Something he's testing out.
I was doing it in season 1, but this is a very different version now that I've had a chance to be like, oh, a lot of that didn't work. Let's try this again.
Yes.
But kudos to our Blades Master for trying his best to make stuff interesting around Devil's Bargains and stuff from last season, because those were good.
I do my best.
Sometimes
Yeah,
scary.
no, those of the audience who watched last season will be familiar with this. So those of you who
Catch
just
up and watch the
now,
VODs.
yes, no, go. I'm not going to linger on this. Go watch the VOD. They're delicious. They're most entertaining. And on that note,
so they go for a walk and chat for a good bunch of it. No funny business.
no, I think he himself does make a bit of a move at one point.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Shasha. Get the bat.
Getting the bat won't save you.
What's his version of the move?
he hires servants to come.
You don't know what to do. Put your arm around her.
Yeah, just like an arm around her thing, or
yeah, it's that takes you by the chin, brings you in for a kiss, and leans further into it from there.
Ah, okay, that's nice.
And yeah, then he starts feeling you up.
Okay, yeah, there it is. Yeah, so
there it is.
There it is. Yeah, so naturally, since that's part of the goal, lets that happen. Pretty much gives him a long was it a long the fishing term for when you're like dealing with a troublesome fish and you give them a long reel? No. A lot of the
reel.
line? Whatever the term is. Like I can't remember stuff
I just want to fish.
What?
I just want a grill joke.
So yeah, that happens. We move the clock forward, and then probably goes to the social outing, and mingles, plays him up, kind of like his social wingman, even though she's not wingmanning him for anybody, just like upselling him and giving him like a big like confidence boost and letting him kind of almost like force respect out of the others towards him because of how much she just kind of like plays him up and gets the others to have to kind of acknowledge his achievements and his work and his upcoming work and stuff like that, so they make him kind of in this like this big deal for a sir. He is still supposed to be a Sir Savoy, so
Respect, man.
And then, yeah, so we'll leave that there. We can go around the table again. But then the next thing I want to do is go check in with Clyra and go visit her at the bar. So.
Yeah. Let's hop in on catch-all.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Do we have to?
Yes.
No, we don't.
Can we just keep
doing again?
Yeah.
Can we when we hop back, can it be me trying to get Catchall to come with me to bust some bluecoat skulls?
Yeah, I'm done with it.
Okay. Then we can do Rayford and then we'll do that with me and Catchall.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, Rayford, what are you doing now?
I'm going to see my potential hunter friend.
Yes. How do you go about trying to locate her?
He told me where she would be at, right? Oh, she told me the area, not the location.
Yeah.
You remember when we were in night market? I had that like goofy face. I was playing like Marty McFly's dad from the 50s.
Yeah, I think I recall.
Yeah, I've had that face, and where's the nearest pub?
Oh, they're all over the place. Scarves are notorious for their drinks.
What is the roughest looking bar I can find?
The roughest looking one is going to be the Iron Mule.
Alright, I just walk in there, looking as like I am, which
You
is
get punched
completely
immediately.
out of place.
He
They ask
gets
you to
punched.
leave.
You get punched immediately, right in the
Yeah,
face.
Scavs aren't fans of
Karosi's.
Yeah, Tycherosis.
Well, it's just obvious you're a Tycherosi right now.
No, I said to change my face to look like the other guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, that's
okay.
nothing to do with that.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walk into the Iron Mule, and
get
I kind of
in
go,
the face.
Punched in the face.
his custom.
Yep. That literally yes. As you recover, the guy says, "Welcome to the Iron Mule. What do you drink? That's about as much kick as that."
Oh, God. It's very strange custom, sir. I'm just looking for somebody.
Ah, one of those then, eh? Apologies for the below then. What are you here for?
Keep getting her name. It's Casta?
Caster, yes.
Yeah. I'm looking for someone named Casta.
Caster.
I have a problem that needs to be fixed.
Lots of people have problems needing to be fixed. How much is it to you?
Oh, I think that's between... Oh, he's asking for me to tell him. Was there a sleight of hand skill?
Finesse would be,
finesse.
yes.
Can I like finesse, like flash a coin to him? Like I have it underneath my jacket, and I kind of
Forget about it.
just a little bit. It's like, hey, yo, I got it in my jacket. I got some money right here.
I don't know if that would need to be a roll.
Oh, okay.
Unless you
So I
can think of
kinda
a reason why it would need to be a roll.
Getting mugged.
Nah, let's not worry about that one there. You can flash him.
Okay. So yeah, I flash him the coin.
Oh, he takes note of it.
So can you tell me where she might be?
She's not here, I can tell you that.
Shoot.
She has got a bit of a tab here. There's another bar down the way. Evening Flagons, it's called.
Evening Flagons. Please tell me you're not trying to make me collect her debt.
I'm blanking on the word.
The god dang
Good dang on.
He cocks his eyebrow at that. Are you a bounty hunter?
Oh, I collected tabs before, but I don't want to collect tab on someone I'm trying to hire.
I figured not. I won't waste my time asking you for it then.
No. I'll be like, well, if stuff goes south, I'll make sure to keep that in mind, though.
Noted. No, what we'd like you to do for us is...
Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
Why?
He's not... I'm sorry, I've completely lost the train of thought in this conversation.
Oh no.
No, nothing we're looking to have you do for us. If you're looking for her, though, you'll find her there.
All right. Can I? I don't want to do that, but can I like remove one stash as like not like a full coin, but pretty much hand that over for the information?
Ooh.
Yeah, go ahead. You do that.
Yeah, pretty much half a coin. I just put that on the table. And I'm like, thank you for your help, sir. I'm gonna head over there right now, and I kind of walk out the bar, hoping no other Skylander punches me in the face before I leave. And I head over to wherever she may be.
Yes. Again, that was called the Evening Flagon.
Evening Flagon.
You find her there, just a little bit of asking around. And she's sitting at a table about the center of the pub with a small drink in her hand.
I can just pull up a chair and slide my hand across the table. It's like, how you doing?
Do I owe you money?
Hopefully not, but no, not at the moment.
Not at the
I'm doing
moment.
fine. How can I help you?
I'm looking to owe you money.
Huh. Well, you have my attention, then.
Well, I have a bit of predicament right now. I am a part of a business. I kind of like point at my suit and tie, like as you can see.
I can.
And I have a situation with a couple employees of mine, and I have no idea where they ran off to.
Might be doing a recovery job.
Yes, and I want them back alive and happy to work.
I only guarantee one of those, and it might not be the one you think it is. He chuckles at that. A bit of humor. Don't worry about it, they'll be back to you when alive.
Haha. That's fantastic. Great. Now, I kind of like lean in. It's like, how much is this gonna cost me? My boss needs this very fast and subtly done.
How much is a couple?
Is she asking like how many people I need back or how many?
Yeah, that's the implication.
Well, there's two I definitely need back. Their names are William and Theodore. I definitely need them back because I don't want my employer to know we made them mad. The other two, they're not too important, but is it Kurz? What's the second guy's name? I always forget the. Yeah, they're not.
Oh, Curls and Curdwin. Yes.
Curls and Curdwin.
Yes, for the record, Curls was completely bald.
Yeah, Curls and Curdwin, but they're not the best employees, but it'll be nice to have around.
So
Yeah,
four?
Four will be good.
How much are you offering up for each of them?
Oh, I'll say a coin for Kurz and Curdwin and 2 coin for William and Theodore.
So 1 each for them and half each for the others.
Yeah.
She
Like,
gets
can you?
back to the chair, drink in hand, takes a drink of it, dribbling a little bit down her chin before cleaning it away.
But like I said, I kind of need them alive now. Someone named Carlos was offering me a certain deal, but I just want to know if you can do it.
Carlos. Don't know him.
Don't know? Oh, ain't that a shame. Damn, my fucking plan failed.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
We'll get him next.
How much is he offering you?
He was. Oh, what would be a good role for this? I'm trying to
You're trying to trick her, right?
I'm trying to trick her. You're trying to lower the prices.
Sway probably be the best.
Yes. Well, how he was going about it, it'll be a little bit under standard rate. He was about to do a coin for 2 heads. Okay, what's my position in effect?
I'm gonna call it risky standard here. She's observant, but you're a hard man to read.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. I'm gonna cause the consequence on of that limited effect. What's going to happen here is she will do what you want for the price you want, which was how much?
Pretty much lowering it by a coin.
It's a 2-coin total, or 1-coin
For all
total.
4.
2 coin for all 4. Yes, okay.
Yeah.
However, it'll take her longer to find them. I'm gonna take her time with it.
Oh gosh, you're gonna bring hers back. I'm like, you kind of need the other 2 guys. All right. You did say that they hate Tekarosi's, right?
Nick said that.
I legitimately thought that was a lore thing, but I am down to be wrong because I have no idea. I have no
Most
idea.
people don't like Taikarosi, that's true. I'm struggling to think if Skovlanders have any particular hatred of Taikarosi. Though I could definitely see, at least for some of them, having it just because they're already kind of outcasts in the city, so who better to pick on than other outcasts?
Work together and beat the people who are making fun of us. Oh well, these people are drunk. They don't know what they're doing. I'm like, oh, fantastic! This is amazing. Now I just have one thing I gotta ask you. How reliable is this business? Like, how can I make sure this is a reoccurring thing in case I need it to happen again?
You mean hiring me for another job?
Oh, I just mean in case these people, stop being intimidated by you and me and decide,
They
hey,
won't.
okay.
Well, there's your insurance.
Well, in that case, I'll try to figure out how I can do a favor for us. What I'm trying to do. Now, you're a smart businesswoman, as I can clearly see right here. Exactly, what kind of things give you trouble during this business? I'm like twiddling with like a napkin or something, kind of.
People who beat around the bush and don't ask what they want. What is it you want?
Boom roasted.
You're a very interesting person to make a deal with, but I'm mostly trying to figure out what can help you.
Being paid? Not being set up on an empty job?
Well, this is definitely
Being given
not
a lead?
a lead. I can definitely. I'm a man who knows things. I can get some leads. What kind of lead are you looking for? She does not want to keep talking to
Let's
me.
start with the ones you wanted to pay the most for. The William and Theodore, I think you said their names were.
Yes.
Yeah.
Them two might be easy if I tagged along.
She cocks an eyebrow at that.
Can I roll an attune roll to see if I can figure out what direction they may be in?
Yeah, we can give that a try.
Position effect?
I'm gonna call this one Risky Limited.
Risky limited. Damn! It worked, but I was hoping for a 6 so I'd get something on the clock.
Yeah. 5. So the surface thoughts from them radiate very, very faintly in the ghost field. By the bound in darkness connection you will share, you really have to kind of struggle to find them, and they're very vague, largely just reactions to the environment around them. There's water, the lapping of waves, a soft glow in the trees.
Hmm. Are they in Quellens?
No. Quellen's area is dark, very dark. You know that in this one it has a natural
light.
light to it. Yes, a bright light.
Well, from what I have a gut feeling, let's keep it at that. I'm gonna give her a hint to show her something might be off, so she doesn't know I'm bullshitting. Like the best way I describe it is like I turn my head, but my face is lagging to keep up with it.
Ooh, that's
Oh
creepy.
no, you're one of the strangers.
Oh, no, there's nothing strange about businessman. There's nothing strange at all. But
I
from
thought
what
you
I
said there's nothing
understand,
strange about businessman there for a second.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with businessman. I am businessman.
There is
But
nothing strange about me, please.
hello,
I'm
it is time
businessman.
for.
My business is delicious.
But yes, for my gut feeling, they might be somewhere in a wooded area, glowing trees, water, all that fun stuff they like to hide in.
He cocks her eyebrow at that. You serious?
Yes, there. I can. The best way I can describe it is this gut feeling I have. We're connected in a way where I just know what they're thinking and they know what I'm thinking, if you know what I mean.
This is one of those stranger things, isn't it?
No, businessman, don't do that. This is just a corporate
Sponsored by
get-go
Netflix.
about it. This is what Man of Stock think about all the time. We just have this wavelength that we're on.
I could really tell this is one of those Stranger Things.
Oh,
Looks directly in the camera.
Watch now on Netflix, season 18.
Whoa.
But yes, it is. The corporate world is very strange.
Alright, don't be honest with me then. Alright.
Oh no, you missed earning her respect.
I prefer not to talk about, private business matters in such public places. That's my plan all along.
Right, if your gut feeling then is accurate, then sounds like they're hiding out in Jane Park. In which case they might already be dead for all we know.
Oh, is that the poison one?
That's the poison one.
These dumb fucks. Well, I'll highly appreciate it if you go for them first. They're more important to me than these two drug addicts.
Yeah. And you'll be coming along then?
When do you plan to head out?
She puts the drink down and stands up. Why are you still sitting?
Okay, we're going right now. I kind
No.
of stand up. By the way, this whole time he has like this big smile on his face. It's just very uncanny.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I get up and say, we're going right now, I suppose. How are we gonna do this? I used all my fucking downtime.
Well, we're not going to worry about it.
Okay. To be
That's
continued.
how we're going to do this. We're going to now move. Yes, we have
Move.
two gentlemen who have a bit of a scuffle to get into. Ketchal?
I am he.
Yeah. So, Ketcha, where are you when Mako approaches to
I'd like to think you like walk out of wherever bar you are, and like
You're just right there.
and you're like
so
sitting there,
who's the
where,
target?
and you're just like, where the fuck is he? And you're like sitting there like lighting up a cigarette or something, and you just turn, and I'm like inches from your face, just standing there,
You're in my way.
just like looking at you like really intently.
Oh. Hello there, Mako.
Hi.
Wait, hold on. Let me fucking hold on. Let me remember what the fuck our whole thing was here. Give me 1 second. Okay. Ketchel. Hi there, mate. I thought you'd be back at base.
I'm in transit.
Well, what would you say to being in transit with your good old pal, Mako?
Jetsail kind of like looks like he's thinking really, really hard about it for like a really like uncomfortably long time, and then he just kind of like nods once.
Fucking. Under my breath, I just kind of go like, "Fucking red mother," and go, "All right, well, Ketzel, we got some bluecoat skulls that we gotta motivate, if you catch my drift."
How motivating must we be?
Well, I assume that they aren't able to do their work from beyond the grave, but let's just say our client was a little ambiguous on the status of these folk.
Damn. Fine. Let us go.
Yes. Your murder boner will have to be sated later.
Mako, you do not understand. The Red Mother teaches that violence is not the answer to all issues.
Oh, does she?
But it is a question, and the answer to that question, his head like kind of balls up into a fist, is yes.
Let's go. Oh yeah, totally. Absolutely. Yeah, just don't, you could do violence, just no murder, alright?
Be very
You
hard
have-
to do.
But,
Offend
you know
me.
what? You know
The
what,
two
my good
are-
pal, my good friend, my old chum. You can break all the kneecaps you'd like.
I swear I will not kill anyone.
But there will be blood.
I will take you at your word, mate.
Play the Always Sunny music. Ketchel kills again.
She'll kills. Oh man.
Where to then?
Well, what was the district that we needed to go crack skulls in?
It wasn't even an hour ago, man. What the hell?
Hey, he's doing way better than me, who forgets it in like 5 seconds.
It was Crow's Foot, between Crow's Foot and Charter Hall.
Between
Yeah,
Crowsfoot and
Crowsfoot's-
Charter Hall. Okay.
If there's any bad times, it's always in Crow's Foot. It never fails.
Never fails. Always
That
Crowsfoot.
is correct.
That is true. Okay. Then I am down to head over to Crow's Foot. Yeah, we just head over, right? I don't think we need any time to prepare anything.
No.
We'll just head over to start
Kids. No
cracking
good.
skulls.
Preparation
names.
is for nerds.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll start heading that way.
That one little fight, my mom got scared.
And I shall continually be creeped out.
Tetzel begins to look more and more excited the closer and closer you get to your destination. Like, he doesn't say anything, but his eyes gradually get brighter and brighter.
As my face drops more and more, like the more happy Ketchel is, the more I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, it's like
I
100%
can't believe I
inversely.
asked. Yeah, it's like, I can't believe I asked him to come with me. And then in my head I go, well, he is the best person I know for murder, so can't
And meanwhile,
complain too
Ketzel's
much.
thinking, oh boy, I can't believe he asked me to go along with him.
What a fucking idiot. Let's go.
Council business, here we go.
Yeah, that's yeah, so we'll head over. That's all I got.
Yeah. And so, at the location, I don't think there's anything point in.
Actually, hold on. Before we get I want to prepare one thing. It was the red sashes that like they weren't fighting with, right?
Yes.
Okay, where is our standing? Do we have standing?
We do not have standing with them. I
In terms of
interacted with
standing,
them
we have no
once.
standing.
I would like to where is Can I put a red sash? Can I disguise Ketchel as a red sash so that when he goes to kick the shit out of the guards, they'll think it was the red sashes that did it, and that will motivate them to patrol the area more?
I like the idea behind that. Go ahead.
Part of my outfit is having a red tie. Would that suffice?
So I can wrap it around his face.
Yeah.
It's a very long tie.
It is a very long tie. See, character
Ketchel
sheet.
does not take his ties lightly.
Oh gods, I have really long shoes. I just noticed. What the hell? That's the first time I've ever seen that. What the hell is with my shoes?
Wait,
I'll leave it-
what?
My Tetzel's shoes are really long. I just now noticed that. This is like the 21st session of playing as him, and like I just now noticed this. Huh. All right. Anyways, yeah. So the tie like gets wrapped around my face to look like the red.
The red sash.
Yeah, the red sash. Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah. Fuck him.
There are 5 of them, you see, as you begin the approach.
So, real quick, has Mako informed me anything of the plan up to this point outside of we need to go bust kneecaps and go like freak these people out or like hurt them or something? Like we need to go teach these people a lesson of some kind.
I feel like I because I don't want you to know it. I want like Mako is like fully on and like you just listen. You don't need to know. Fucking guy.
Okay, so pretty
like
much
he's fully on. He like wants to keep Ketchel in the dark as like much as possible.
That's fair.
Yeah,
So yeah, the only thing I know at this point is we need to just go beat these people up, basically.
basically.
You ruined my jeans.
I have an idea. I have an idea.
I'm listening.
Yes.
Murder.
No, we're not supposed to kill them, but we are supposed to teach them a lesson somehow.
Life them.
I'm here to collect on their free trial of life because it has expired, much like the warranty on their car. All right, I'm going to yeah, let's try this. I'm gonna grandly approach them at this point. I take my coat off and I give it to Mako. Hold this. It better be here when I come back.
I just kind of hold a hand out, and I'm like, I was gonna mess with you, but then I was like, no, what? No, no need for needless antagonization. I just kind of gracefully I hold my hand out like a butler, and I'll be like, of course.
Ketzel just kind of hangs his trench coat up on your hand like a coat rack, and then just
Yes.
immediately starts walking towards
Yes.
these guards. As I go, making really unnaturally flamboyant steps as I approach, so that they can't help but notice me in my quote unquote red sash. I'd like to attempt to attune to the ghost field. I'd like to try and summon a nearby ghost to harass these individuals. Specifically their kneecaps. I specifically want it to harass their kneecaps.
Specifically harass their kneecaps.
And I mean that explicitly, literally. Very literally harass their kneecaps.
Summon Achilles.
I'll go with risky gray here, I think.
Sure. We'll just do basic. I have risky gray. 3 dice is fine. If 3 dice doesn't do the trick, 4 won't. Hey!
Not bad, yeah. The consequence from this is the ghost is also coming after your kneecaps.
Oh no.
Don't need those where we're going. We got wheelchairs.
We won't need knees.
How exactly does it come after my kneecaps?
You see a loose brick on the sidewalk about 20 paces away. It's chucked at you immediately out of nowhere.
Oh, no.
The spirit bottle ready.
As it's attempting to grab this, would I have a way? Would I be able to resist this by getting the idea of what it's doing and trying to redirect it away from discourage it from doing something so to me? I guess.
Yeah, a resolve resist here would be appropriate, I think.
Alrighty here. All right, and because of Iron Will, I get +1d.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I just kind of wave my hand away and just go, no.
No.
And I assume as it's holding the brick, it just kind of slowly turns away from me in some kind, or just otherwise just does not chuck the brick at my kneecaps, and my kneecaps are spared this day.
Yeah, it chucks the brick at the kneecap of one of the bluecoats. Ah! Oh! Bloody hell! What was that?
Praise the red sash. Yes. I'm gonna hold my hands up and pretend to offer a really nonsensical prayer of some kind.
Who the bloody hell are you?
It is I, the notorious red sashster.
I am in love with this.
I immediately just turn around and Jack Sparrow run away in the opposite direction at this point, and just kind of leave the ghost to its thing. And that's it. I just immediately Jack Sparrow run my way off.
How's the ghost able to do
Ancient
its
Joe
job?
Star technique.
However, They have significant doubt in your red sash hood.
God damn it.
It's fine.
Red Stash just came out of nowhere. He started throwing bricks.
Funniest shit I've ever seen.
Ain't working that block no more, I'll tell you that.
I adhere to my character, and I'm not going to change my action.
Oh my god.
Just imagine he gives him a thumbs up. It's like, I did it.
See, this wouldn't have been an issue if you would just let Catsiel kill someone.
Yeah.
Like, you could kind of, like, what's the, Bound in Darkness? You kind of, like, get the feeling, like you hear Catsiel kind of, like, mutter something to himself about, this would have been much
Oh my
easier if I could have
God.
just killed someone.
Ketchel, you are an absolute pain in my ass.
Adams in the first half, not gonna lie.
I have not
I
seen
can't
you.
believe.
I
I can't believe.
anything of use.
I got us the job, mate. I can't believe that I'm being proven wrong about bringing you on a mission. Not because of the reason I was regretting you bringing you along, which was that you would murder someone, but that you didn't cause enough damage.
From, like, in the distance, you kind of see him, like, wave you over. Come on over here, so I can teach you a little something about actually finishing a job.
Oh my god.
Come on, coward. No, you are not an intellectual. You are a fake and a fraud. And I'm actually gonna, like, I've changed my mind. I'm gonna, like, book it right back at the guards, like, full bore at this point.
I love that I love that all it took was Mako, like, shitting on him, and he was like, no, we're seeing red. Oh my god.
Absolutely. No, I am like full on Alex Jonesing my way at the guards now.
There's small bits of brick and masonry being chucked around at them as it flies in all directions. They're dodging it, holding up their hands. They're getting clipped mostly around the leg area. As they're dodging around to avoid being hit. What are you going to do to them?
I'm going to I'm going to actually just run into one at full speed at this point. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna, like, find one at, like, the corner that looks like he's kind of out of the way while the others are distracted, and I'm just going to, like, just run into him as fast as I can. Like, not like tackle, not
Jesus.
like bowl over. I'm just literally going to run into him.
Red Saster strikes again.
The red Saster strikes.
The horror.
Yes.
The horror.
He's a menace to the entire city. I want pictures of him on my desk by tomorrow morning.
So what action is this going to be?
Probably like a skirmish. I mean, it's a very physical. I'm literally running into this guy. I assume he's, like, kind of, like, stumbling around a little bit at this point. I'm just going to. I'm gonna run into him.
QQ, motherfucker.
Hmm. Desperate standard.
Yes, more experience, more. All right,
Finally.
I am going to push myself for this. Mako, would you like to assist me somehow?
You fake fraud.
Yes,
You can join in
make,
anytime.
you could make it a group action too.
We
Yeah,
could.
group action.
We could do this as a group action.
Group action. I'm just gonna, like, try and, like, stand in the back, and I'm just gonna, like, yell taunts at them to make them to try and sell the red sash stuff.
Yeah, do
That's not really a skirmish group action, I'm afraid.
What is this going to be then?
On.
That would be an assist.
Could you make it such by actually throwing
I can do an
things at them?
assist. We can do an assist. I'm fine with that. Well, dude, my skirmish is 0. So
My skirmish is 1, so
Jesus
okay,
Christ.
that's fair. Fine then. I'm gonna like get in there. I'm gonna be like, "Come on, then, put up your dukes," and I'm gonna like try and box them.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Let's see it. Let's see the rolls.
desperate standard deal.
Desperate.
We're desperate standing with a 0 and a 1.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Let's go.
Do we have a devil's bargain that we can take?
Let's
The
go.
Red Sashes are going to hear about this.
I would like to ignore that devil's bargain and just push myself.
Oh, come on, it's so good that fine. We'll just
Who's this
we'll
Red Saster? We need him on our team.
He stole all of our
That's
great
a good
ideas.
point.
This will work. This will totally work to our advantage in the future. Let's do it.
Okay, yeah, fine. Let's do it. We'll take the devil's bargain. Do we both get the bonus dice?
Yeah, go ahead and you both take it, I think. I like that.
It's the Red Saster and his sidekick. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
no,
sounds
what
like
happened?
your Ruben.
Let's
Go, gadget red sash! I just rip it off of my face and like smack the guy in the face with it while he's down repeatedly.
we're doing. I'm gonna DM. I'm gonna DM you something because I want to like knock someone out and then I want to like take them with.
Are you talking to me or?
Yeah, I'm DMing you something.
Please do, yes.
I can't believe that's working.
I'm horrified.
Damn, are the Red Sashes gonna be on our team? That might be a problem for me. Boswell's gonna be pissed.
I'm not even going to like make a clock for this. I'm too damn impressed. Ah, I see. Okay. So while you're sending this to me, there, Nick, and we'll probably deal with this next session.
Okay.
Ah, you absolute monster. So, the bluecoats are dealt with by Mako and Ketchal. Do you have any particular way that you two are dealing with this?
We're kicking ass and taking names.
No particular note, nothing like that.
I don't think so. Although I want to
Tie
like
the Red Sash around his neck.
tie one guy up and like gag him and blind him and stuff after we knock him out.
Okay, so you guys are being these guys to unconsciousness. I like it. I like that.
Yeah.
As you do.
It's very awkward and humiliating, but yes.
They're doing weird movements, so they were acrobats. No! Drunks? I don't know!
I like it. I like it. So, I guess you're dragging off the guy you have tied up then.
Yep.
And with that taken care of, I think we're going to exit tonight's scene on the following description. The ghost fades away into the city. Its summoning done, and its desire simply to go back to sleep, taking over once more. The four bluecoats that were left are unconscious in the street in pools of blood and, well, street water. Some twitch here and there as the muscles kind of involuntarily react to the pain they are going through. Others are completely still, though still very much alive. And on a nearby rooftop, watching through a bronze spyglass, a man with a red scarf around his neck. observes you two leaving.
Oh shit.
We're going to end that here for the night and move on into experience. Starting, of course, with the crew. Do you advance the agenda of your deity or embody its precepts in action?
No, I don't think anyone mentioned their god today.
I embodied my precepts. I'm making deals.
I'm inclined to agree.
I did the violence.
Yes, and so we have 2 people, and I'm pretty sure whatever Songbird and Viper are up to.
It sounded pretty maiden
Listen.
and mistressy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like whatever was going on with that, I just feel like just give it to Zal gets it. I don't know
I don't know whether to be like complimented or insulted. Just whatever that scene was.
Whatever that whole thing was.
You know, we don't ask what happens.
An insult to
We don't ask what happens.
Yeah, we don't really ask what happens on the PG-14 side of the store.
Yeah, we don't know what happened.
As you go and slaughter a bunch of guys, and yeah, okay, you know.
Violence is okay.
Yeah, I'll have you know, as an American, I am completely okay with violence, but you do anything remotely, not that. It's
Not even scare up.
Yeah.
The world is in a dark place. The world is in a dark place when sex is worse than violence.
It's great. Anyway,
There's a conversation to be had for sure.
Decapitation, PG-13. A titty, rated R. Can't
rated R.
Yeah, that's basically what it feels like. Anyway, contend with challenges about your current station. Not Maya's stuff. I mean, he's kind of a challenge, but kind of not. I don't know if I could really call any of that contending with challenges. The bluecoats, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you guys are fucking with the bluecoats. The red Staster is.
I think the most Mako and I really contended with was our own stupidity, and I don't really think that constitutes a challenge above our current station.
Yeah, it's the same tier as us.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We could make it a separate faction. I mean, that could always be a thing, but
oh please.
All right, so nothing there. Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. Our reps are, to remind, cunning and businesslike.
Oh, cunning and businesslike. Oh my god, now we do a violent action. I can't fucking say that.
I mean, that kind of sounds like Rayford's he seemed kind of businesslike, yeah.
Yeah, I'm making deals too, man, dude.
Yeah, he's kind of like solo carrying the business side of things.
I gotta get our employees back.
I would say that's probably worth one.
Businessman needs to get his employees back.
Oh, I should probably be marking these down.
Memes, yes. Oh. Come, Michelle.
Anything else for our reputation?
For crew?
For the crew, yeah, for the crew rep.
Oh, it's just the goals, drives, inner conflict, and essential nature of the crew.
I think we can take one for Beto and Katsiel eternally being.
We did.
Yeah.
For us,
conflict,
for us coming together, overcoming our conflict, but also absolutely hating each other while doing so.
Existing in the same scene together, even if working together, is inner conflict in itself. So I would like to take one for that for the crew.
Sure.
We gotta fight. Good, there will be blood. No. It can't be blood. Can't be blood.
When we get to the Clyra scene, there'll be some the advancing the goals part there, but that's next week, so nothing I can claim for this week.
I hope Parker shows up.
So that's crew done. So we advance, and then we're 2 ticks in.
Oh, we got an advance. Hey, we all got 4 advancements now.
So who's first on personals?
How we going about it?
Warwick?
Yeah, it's good.
Just go down the line again, starting with Mako.
Okay. What does spiders do? Every time I did roll a desperate action in skirmish a skill that I never use.
As you shouldn't.
I addressed a
Sounds
challenge
bad.
with calculation or conspiracy. Yup. I got my conspiracy to get my policeman to work with us. I expressed my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Yes, I fight with Ketchil, which we've kind of talked about on the in depth on the lore. Have we got a show? Yeah, so I'm gonna take one for that. Does anybody? Okay. So I have a okay. Also, you know what? No. I address for one, the calculation conspiracy of managing the police officer and getting the blue coat to work with us. Would getting Ketziel to help me with it, would that count as addressing the challenge of getting that part of the score done as well? Could that count separate?
I don't know if we hate each other that much yet.
Well, it was more about that's more the conspiracy part of bringing Ketziel in on it, right? Because it was my deal with the blue coat, but then I bring Ketziel in. The blue coat was calculation, Ketziel was conspiracy.
I mean, you did keep me in the dark about it. I guess that's kind of the GM's calling if that really counts or not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Please, I'm one experience away from a playbook advancement. Please.
I'm going to vote GM Fiat then and say, yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Just because between last session where we didn't do any experience at all.
Yeah, and if you want to look at what my thing was, it will make for the next session being very fun.
Oh, good.
Oh, actually. Hey, Kietziel, how much stress do you have?
2.
Damn, dude. That's the rookie numbers. Get that number.
Does anybody else have a lot of stress?
I have 0. We reset our stress.
Wait, we reset stress?
Yeah.
Then why do I have 4 stress?
Because you didn't reset it.
Oh, okay.
Forehead.
Yeah, forehead.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to reset it.
Where is that coming from?
Forehead?
No.
Where does any meme come from? It comes from the ethereal realm and it shows up.
All right, is that it for Mako?
That'll be it for Mako. Next, we have the ever Ketchal.
I am he!
He said the
Every
thing.
time I roll a desperate action,
You did it,
marking
you did
XP. Yeah, I'll mark a little slot in prowess. I'm very close to getting an upgrade in prowess. Yay. Addressing a challenge with knowledge or arcane power. Yes, the challenge of breaking kneecaps. Mit Ghost. I will count that as arcane power. That's worth 1, I think.
Yeah, I would say so.
Express my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Yes, my belief in the Red Mother and violence, and that being the solution to all issues. I think that's probably worth 1 too.
Yeah, Red Saster, fucking show him.
Can I take that as a new alias? Let's see. You struggled with issues from your vice or traumas during the session. I have the vice of faith and the trauma of cold. I don't really feel like either of those applied here, so I'm going to say no. Not this time.
All right.
That'll wrap it up for me.
Rolling desperate actions. Deceptive influence. Yes, I was deceiving Casta. Where is what do I want to put it in? I want to put it in here. Deceive Casta. I definitely did that. Influence. Does flashing coin count as influence? Or
I
better.
don't know.
What?
About
About to say better yet. Would telling Harker to go talk to Clyra count as influence?
only have one for that, yeah.
Yes. Beliefs, tribes, heritage, and background. They talk about trying to remember how that conversation went. I did. Recounting our beliefs of our God as one of these. Or we were like, no, that's too cheap. Or like that. It's probably I was like that. No, I didn't talk in depth about that, and I'm not gonna say I did not for this session. But I'm gonna say I struggled. I was being very paranoid instead of being honest with Asta and telling her I'm a part of a cult. I just kept on this face and did not say anything. It made her even less trustworthy of me. Because I have paranoid as one of my traumas.
How do you think that came into effect?
Because she would trust me better if I told her, hey, you'd be working for a cult. Instead, I was paranoid that she's going to be like, yeah, no. I don't want them to know I'm part of a cult just off the bat. I thought that was count as paranoid, trying to keep the secret where they can come back and get it.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, I think one would work.
Yes. And that is it.
And Zhao.
All right. Address there was no desperate actions. Address the challenge with audacity or cunning, or express the conflict between your two states of being, which I might actually move to the last one now that I think about it, but we'll work on that as the editing. Hashtag all planned. So audacity or cunning.
All planned.
I mean, working on the project was cunning because she just showed up in the guy's place, and that's about the most I could do for a 1. Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Well, we found out she was a decent cook. There was something in the last session that when we were having the whole council meeting, that she had expressed the drives a bit more. I think I just can't remember what specifically was said. But no vice or she can't have traumas. But 3.
All right.
And that is it.
We finished on time.
We did. Finished on time. We've gone through everything, and we've had a fairly slow, fairly heartfelt, wholesome little session here. I think. Some good stuff. Looking forward to good stuff all around. Well, audience, this is going to conclude our session for the night. This is conclude our session for this week, and we will return next week. Subscribe to Zalkari here on twitch.tv/Zalkari. Subscribe to him on YouTube at Zalkari to watch all of our VODs and the previous videos. Next session, let's see exactly how Rayford handles his little hide-and-go-seek game here. I'm curious. Very
Clyra.
curious.
Songbird.
So what?
Clyra and Songbird, don't forget that one.
Oh no, I'm not forgetting that one at all. No, but I think as far as an opening, you will make for a more interesting thing there. So, audience, once again, subscribe to Zalkari here on Twitch and on YouTube. Watch the VODs. Come back next week. We'll have another exciting episode, and we will see you all when you return, and when we return to have you return. Have a good night, everyone.
Tomorrow night, I will be back at it on the Hacked in the Dark channel for Runners in the Shadow, which is basically Shadowrun, but Blades in the Dark, or Hacked and Forged in the Dark.
Forged in the Dark system.
It's the same crew or pretty much the same crew we had when we did the 5-session run, but this time it's now indefinite. We're gonna kind of just go as we need to, so it's gonna be the same old cast. It was a blast being with them the first time, so we're going to do another run this time. Should be a lot more interesting. Same characters, some changes and some evolutions, and one of the past crew members is now our big bad evil guy for the run, or for the whole season, pretty much. So yeah, catch that tomorrow night at about, I think we're going live at 7:30 Eastern, I believe is when we're going to be live on the Hacked in the Dark. Aside from that, good night.